Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous video. When we last left off, our protagonist, Razorfiend, had just finished conversing with every single inhabitant of the inn, an arduous process which took around 2 hours and left my voice hoarse. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'll be uploading all of that separately, for anyone interested. Today we're going to be jumping right into the city and helping out our new tiefling friend Woljif with his companion quest, Stolen Moon. What wonders await us in the lair of the family? Stay tuned to find out. Joran Vhane, a grizzled dwarf, turns a blade in his calloused hands, carefully inspecting its edge. When he sees you approaching, he sets the blade aside and greets you with a nod. A new face in the city. You picked a good time to come to Canabras. As you can see, we're in sore need of warriors. Show me your wares. Oh, he's a vendor. Just going to speed through this. He has some interesting stuff, but nothing insane. Do you know everyone in Canabras by sight? Well, not everyone, but I make it my business to know the people who might need my services. A blacksmith's work isn't just at the anvil, you know. So you're a prostitute. It's hard not to notice your kind. Aasimars aren't all that common around here, apart from Finnean, the prior... he's talking. It's hard not to notice your kind. Aasimars aren't all that common around here, apart from Finnean, the prior of the Temple of Desna, a spiritual fellow, if a bit woolly-headed. And there's also that Count something or other, some muckety-muck, not the type to visit a smithy in person. Are you Staunton Vhane's brother? Okay, I guess I'm getting the voice right then. Yep. Where he goes, I go. And how we've always done it, and that's how we've always done it, even before the world wound. I forge the armour, he goes into battle and breaks it, he brings it back to me, and I repair it. And make it better than before. Everything's changed since then, of course, but that part has stayed the same. I was Staunton to blame for the fall of Brezin. Ooh, we're dredging up old memories already. I've told this story so many times already. Well, telling it one more time won't kill me. That is a far cry from what Staunton said. He's like, I've said it 999 times, don't make me say it for the 1000th time. The blacksmith sighs. Dresden was built after the First Crusade, back when it seemed like victory was ours for the taking, and that the demon invasion would soon be at an end. The population of all Sarkoris was thoroughly diminished, and many of them hoped to see the hard fighting repaid with a small plot of unclaimed land. Dresden was a fortress built on all our hopes and on Mendev's ambition, though you're not supposed to say that out loud. What a city it was, Razorfiend, you can't even imagine. It was built by the finest engineers from the 5 Kings Mountains. Queen Galfrey spared no expense. Dresden was meant to be the capital of the Crusade movement, a monument to its glory and a beacon of hope for all Golarian. Heroes were drawn there to seek fame and glory, and they came from all over. Taldor, Garin, Yantia. I couldn't list them all. A relic known as the Sword of Valor was kept there. The banner had been carried into battle by Oyomade herself back when she was still human. That banner protected the city and kept the demons from teleporting inside its walls. As long as the banner was in place, Dresden was invincible. Or so we thought. But then the world wound suddenly expanded, the demons launched a new onslaught, and folks started saying it was time to declare the Second Crusade. Dresden was unassailable until one young officer was tempted by a beautiful, eyeless woman. She convinced him that the banner shouldn't be hanging in the city, and that its rightful place was on the battlefield. She whispered honeyed words about glory and valor, and convinced him that he could be a hero as great as Iomade herself. And the poor fool believed her. He rounded up some of his hot-headed friends and carried the banner outside the city gate on an unauthorized foray. The demons slaughtered them within seconds, but for some reason the courageous ringleader was spared. A whole army teleported into Dresden. It was a bloodbath. Joran solemnly shakes his head. Oh, well. That's too bad. That's pretty unfortunate. As you can guess, that officer was called Staunton Vhane, and the woman turned out to be a demon. Not just any demon, it was Minago. That foul wretch. She's given us a lot of grief here in Canabras too. Just don't ask me what I was doing while my brother was off having trysts with that beast and why I didn't save him from his own stupidity. The blacksmith gestures as if to ward off inevitable reprobation. Who could have guessed it would end like this? I fail my brother, that's the truth. I blame myself every day, looking at his plight. So that's the story. Why do you have your forge here in the tavern yard? Wherever I am, that's where my forge is. A true master of any craft will find tools they need. I miss my old forge, of course. It's now just a pile of charred stone and metal. But I've still got my hands, and that means I can show radiance to Joran. Ooh. Show him the sword. Do I recognize it? Of course I do. I made this with my own hands. See? My brand. See? There's my brand. See? The dwarf carefully takes the sword in his hands, gazing at it like a doting father. Oh, Yaniel, things have been tough without you. But at least we've still got your sword. That's something. Okay, well, I guess that's some small consolation. Joran returns a sword to you. In battle, ordinary swords get blunted, they break, but sometimes a weapon can preserve. I don't know how to explain it. I'm no authority on these things. Weapon can persevere, but something like an echo of the deeds done with that weapon, or more like the reflection of the wielder's soul. I don't know, I will say one thing. Take care of that sword. Yaniel may no longer be with us, but the demons will still remember why they need to turn tail and run when they see radiance. Ugh, the scabbard's all worn. We can't have a fine sword like this being carried around in this tatty thing. I'll make you a new one if you like. If the city stands strong and we both survive, come and see me again, and I'll have it ready. No charge. I have to go. Torag, watch over you. If you need something from me, don't be afraid to stop by. So just doing a bit of solo exploration here, checking out the quest log, and then I check out the map, loot up the location, check out the map, pick up my party, and we head out. So determine that I really cannot go anywhere but the Thieflings' lair, so that's really why that is the next quest on the docket. Here we go. Sister Karisme. There's a lot of named characters here. Varnier. She is the traitor. Hey, Woljif, how much did they pay you? Looks like these guys are being judged for something. Sister Karisme. The basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. A tall woman who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woljif, you got my message then? Sorry, I couldn't swing by sooner, dear Sister Karisme. It was just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next, well, no, I was still in shackles, and I was being watched, and then the chief got me out, and I came here straight away. I knew you'd been waiting on me. Enough talking, or else we'll be here all night, so we need a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods and leave, even if the neighbors call the guard. There was time to get away, but what happened? That bitch Irabeth showed up, almost right away. She knew we'd be there. Somebody betrayed us. And I have a good idea who it is. What do you have to say to that? Make it quick. Do you think Woljif knows the name of the traitor? The burden of proof lies on the accuser. Woljif doesn't have to prove anything. Attack. I'll kill you all and put an end to... Wow, okay. I almost want to have a playthrough where Karisme turns to you. He speaks. I thought Woljif only bought you so he'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. You've performed a lawful action. A lawful action or an awful action? In a single fluid motion, Karisme adjusts her grip on her knife so that she's now holding it by the blade, as if preparing to throw it. Burden of proof. Are you a city guard or something? I don't know how it is with your lot, but in the family, the highest rank is always right. And here, that's me. Do you think Woljif knows the name of the traitor? You can now resist burning while you swabbling here instead of fleeing the city. Woljif, tell us your side of the story. What happened? Okay, let's go with that. What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Charisme got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 over there. Woljif jerks his head towards the 5 Thieflings kneeling by the wall. She rounds us up and says we've got a score. Ancientries and Wonders. In one place nobody's ever been able to hit. The place that's guarded by a golem. But now, a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come into our possession, along with a tip-off that the shop owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny. So, we're in. And the most important thing was that none of us was to be hanging out the shop ahead of the job. No casing out the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. This job was top secret. That's true. That's all true so far. Go on. We did everything right, and with the locks and the golem. I picked the lock. I remember it clear as day. Sister Dalma was on lookout. Brother Melrune had the scroll. Daffy, Tavi, and Varnir brought the snacks. Very useful jobs there. We covered the windows and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them in the sack. And one right expensive one rolled away from me. I crawled under a table after it, and next thing I know, Irabeth was there. Everybody scampered, but I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out, but then those blockheads were dragging me out by my tail and put me in shackles. This guy's like Nightcrawler or something. They took all my rings off me, about 20,000 worth. And to add insult to injury, I never even found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. Rip. So they caught you, poor thing, stripped you of your loot, and you didn't even manage to stash anything. Charisme is pointedly polishing her knife. Where's the moon of the abyss, Brother Woljif? What is the moon of the abyss? Go on, Woljif. Well, let's hear what this is. It was an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of the Ancientries and Wonders. Sterling silver sparkled like a star. Fine piece of work. On one side there was a half moon and, a crescent, a waning moon. And in the middle there was a dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Fyllemen was so proud of that amulet, used to say, I'll never sell it. It's the jewel of my collection. Woljif sighs unhappily. I used to go there and see what kinds of treasures there were in the world. There's nothing else to look at in Canabris. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you the second you tried to fence it. Everybody knew that you were always hanging around Ancientries and Wonders, drooling over the moon of the abyss. Did you think you could swipe it in all the commotion and keep it for yourself? Did you hope that we'd all be locked up and you'd get off scot-free with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woljif. I see right through you. So, why would Irabeth arrest her own informant? Let's do that. Took the words right out of my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. If I was a rat, I'd have kissed her on the hand and been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fellow, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish in the Cellin can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The moon of the abyss is a pretty bauble, to be sure, but it's an amulet. It ain't worth dying over. You knew Irabeth's people would protect you. You knew you could pin the moon going missing on them. And now you've come here with backup. You knew exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is, nobody returned the amulet to Fyllemen. Are you giving Irabeth the cut? Is that it? Well, she doesn't have a portrait, so that's a death flag. Let's kill her. No. No, I'm going to try and de-escalate the situation. Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I offered her? She can't be bought. She's like three heralds of Iomade all rolled into one. A virtuous soul, huh? Okay. He speaks the truth. You'll find some knights who will take bribes. I'm sorry to say, but Irabeth Tirabade isn't one of them. Okay, go on, Woljif. That's the whole story. Woljif crosses his arms, looking affronted. Some family this turned out to be. It's just a name in the end. In a real family, people take each other at their word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the Moon of the Abyss. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. It's pretty to look at, sure, but it ain't that pretty. If it's that important to you, Sister Karasme, I'll find it, and I'll drag the traitor here by his horns, just so you don't end up at the bottom of the Selen. But do you know what you're gonna owe me for that? An apology, right here in front of everyone. You're gonna apologize loud and clear to so everyone hears it. You'll say, "Sorry, Woljif, you're a good guy, and I was wrong about you." She doesn't sound like the type to do that. Fine. You're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every camp and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the family's come for you. You'll have no peace, but one day you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath, and that's when we'll get you. Got that? You're away with words, Sister Karasme. A way that almost made me wet myself. But away nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat with that scary gal, Irabeth. She knows you a little. We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. Alright, Canabras is burning. Why are you squabbling here instead of fleeing the city? Karasme pursed her lips. I'd be glad to leave, like the rest of my brothers and sisters, but in the family there's nothing worse than betrayal, and it's something we do not forgive. We don't forgive anyone who lets traitors off the hook either. If I don't find the rat, my superiors, let's just say, I'll wish I was burning in Canabras. I want to keep living, so I'm going to take a chance until I find out who is the traitor here. No one is leaving. Okay. We'll find the real traitor, and I'll get my apology. Onward to Irabeth, Chief. Let's go clear my good name. Root out the traitor, but be quick about it. Time is running out. I don't want to get chewed up by demons. Okay, so why are these guys kneeling then? Are they still suspects? What the hell is going on? Alright, tieflings. Let's steal from the tieflings. Alright, perfect. Anything else?
Well,
indeed. Now, what's this? Kukri. Ooh, lockpicker's kit. Oh. Okay, so something actually cool in here. Just doing some quick inventory management, determining who's the best fit for the lockpicker's kit. And then there's a locked door back here, which they really don't want us approaching. So we try to open it, and they murder us. And, well, then we reload and leave. Have to go back to Irabeth, so that's where we go. Do a bit more looting in this area before finally heading back into the inn and talking to Irabeth. She will see very shortly. Here we go. Irabeth, I find myself drawn to you. Oh my. There's a traitor I'm trying to track down. Who is your informant among the Thieflings? Irabeth rubs her red and tired eyes. Any success? How's the city? Irabeth arches her brows in surprise. Canabras is threatened by I don't remember the voice that I did for her, so people's voices are going to be changing basically every time I voice them. Canabras is threatened by a demon horde, and that's terrible. She's a woman. Canabras is okay. It's threatened by a demon horde. It's threatened by a demon horde. You don't have enough time enough spare time to help out thieves? Irabeth sighs. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. Okay, I'm gonna do a deeper voice for her. I did not see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me the note, and disappeared. Irabeth hesitates as she tries to remember. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the long horns didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in Ancientries and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us a construct code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. The code word is Hand of Irogri. Okay, is that a god? The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. Golem. Okay.
Let us press on.
Okay, we're on to something here, so I guess we gotta go to the shop and interrogate the golem's head. We can do that. Let me just dump my crap again. We're just doing some basic upkeep and maintenance here before we head off to Ancientries and Wonders, which is the shop where we are going to interrogate the golem's head. So picking up my party and just exploring the map a little more, just figuring out that the rift is not what I thought it was. But yeah, here we go. Alright. Okay, so it looks like the shop seems to be abandoned, well, ransacked for sure. Okay, let's inspect all this. Perception check succeeded. Ooh, gold ring. That's just a regular gold ring. Nothing special. What is this? Okay, another perception check. A demonic heart. Okay, they were selling some interesting, funky things in here. Oh, this is the... Okay. Let's... Yeah, well, we're gonna leave you for a second, bro. I just want to check out the rest of the shop before we talk to you. What is that? Oh. This is the head. I don't know the code. Okay, so I guess, okay. Wait, so what were they talking to over here? What the heck? I thought that was a golem. Let me... Whoops. I shouldn't have left. Was that a dude trapped on the pipe fox familiar? Cool. Okay. Was that a dude trapped down there? What is this? Finnean the talking weapon.
So, shall we go see what's happening outside? I won't weigh you down, no sorry. I'll just do whatever you say.
You're a Pathfinder?
That's right. Finnean Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam the world wherever my tasks lead me, scouting mostly. But this last, well, I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn.
Well, clearly, living under this overturned shelf is much better lodging than an inn, of course. What I meant was, what are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from? Is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kellids of the Star-Eye clan fled when the World Wound troubles began, but I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I'm best at is communicating with the spirits. They call folks like me phantom blades. Is this a dude? What? I don't see a person there. Is it? And even the picture. What is this? A phantom blade. What's that? It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me for some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirit that bestows this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. That's funny. That's not something you hear very often, but I actually said that a few episodes ago. They usually appear after great battles, that leave few survivors. The city is under attack by demons. Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking here. then the guards came. Everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. What is this? If the demons are in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. Besides, the more the merrier. How did you end up in this shop? Gah, I've been here so long I don't even remember anymore. I ain't just sitting and waiting for any word from Pathfinders. But it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here. Alright, I'll take you with me. Okay. I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word. Cool. You now have a unique companion. Finnean the Talking Weapon. Okay, that's very interesting. Actually, that's really cool. How do I...
I
what
will
does
not falter.
What does this owl bear thing do? Is this like a one-time use thing? I think this was part of the pre-order bonus. Let me just let me see what these things do, because just doing some basic inventory management, equipping people optimally. Will be done very shortly, and then we can move on. Received item, Finnean the Talking Weapon. Can we sell him? Use. Hail to the adventurers. You know, I never regretted following you. Everybody seems to revolve around you, like beavers in a mill wheel. I'll have a lot to write in my report to the Pathfinder Society, although thinking about it, it's been a while since I last sent them any reports. Tell me about the Pathfinder Society. Oh, well, sometimes folks curse our name, calling us opportunists who just want to line our pockets, but that's only part of it. We're travelers, explorers, solvers of mysteries, and fighters of evil. I mean, good coin hasn't hurt anyone yet, but for folk like me, it's not what matters most. We're curious to see the world, play part in everything, stick our nose everywhere. Getting into our circle isn't easy. First, you must prove that you can endure any place you're sent to, that you won't shy away or flee. That's why you'll never catch a long line of applicants outside any society lodge. Every lodge has a venture captain. If they approve your application, you're in. And there are many lodges all over the world, but the main one, the Grand Lodge, is located far away, in Absalom. I've never been there myself, but I've heard a lot of stories about it, and the decemvirate that governs all Pathfinder affairs from there. Alright. This is funny. Let's not get into his backstory yet, because I feel like I don't want to do too much just talking. But where is he? I would like to know where he is. Is he a companion? What is that dude? Like... Oh, here, Finnean. Okay. Shared stash. Okay. Oh... He can become any weapon? That is cool. Let's make him a longbow for LAN. Or no, composite bow? Let's make him a composite bow. Finnean Talking Weapon. Cold Iron Ghost Touch. It's an improvement over LAN's current weapon. Oops. Wait. Composite bow. And let's move that. Over there is an improvement. So 2-9, 1-8, 6-13, 7-14. Yeah, it's basically an improvement in every way. So cool. Yeah, who wants her dialogue with him? Okay. So we know how to use Finnean the Talking Weapon. I like this. This game has a lot of like... I like how they haven't dumbed this game down. It has a lot of mechanics and nuances and complexity to it that have been kind of sanded out of a lot of more modern games. It really harkens back to older style games. I love complexity, just layers of complexity. Okay, in the corner. Okay, master code word 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder. Code word incorrect. Code word. Code word incorrect. Hand of Irori. Code word correct. The golem's eyes grow brighter. Awaiting orders. Where did you come from? Who created you? This golem was created by Gafrain and Son, address 3rd building on the right, Jewelers Alley, Nerosian, Mendev, Model G504 ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Gafrain. Tell me about any suspicious people who came to the shop in the last week. Golem is silent for a moment. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old. No male, old. Human, female. He'll be reeling off customers till nightfall. We need to ask it in a different way. Were any of the suspicious people Thieflings? The golem is silent for a while. Thieflings, 3. Tiefling, male, middle-aged. Tiefling, male, young. Tiefling, female, young. Describe the young male tiefling. Tiefling, male, medium height, short horns, curling backwards, medium length tail, eye color yellow, hair color black, special observation, annoyed master. This golem has a sense of humor. Horns, hair, tail. That sounds like me, but it's not possible. I know what the security's like here. I didn't come near the place. I give you my word, Chief. No special observation. Subject was unremarkable. There, see? Cannot be me. Describe the middle-aged male tiefling. Tiefling, male, medium height, long horns, medium length tail, eye color pale blue, skin color dark, special observation, red hair. Oh, that's our trader. I bet your life on it. Nice. Karis may drilled it into our heads. We wasn't to go hanging about the shop. Red hair. We've got a couple of gingers, and plenty more who get it out of a bottle. So much for a special observation. Golem ain't all it's cracked up to be, eh? Maybe its master knows more. Describe the female tiefling. Tiefling female, above average height, hair long, pale, tail not observed, long horns, eye color, special observation, scar on nose, baldric with gold stitching. I don't know that one. A new arrival, most likely. Gold stitching. Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Enough. Where is your master? Fyllemen Frulliatros? Fyllemen Frulliatros. Wow, they really like throwing in complex names here. Damn you, Pathfinder! Fyllemen Frulliatros, my master is hiding in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. He likely holed himself up in the basement when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where's the basement in this place? The basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. Oh, well, it doesn't seem like it's much of an option either. I found out everything I wanted to know. Okay, so an athletics check. Let me just double check in here, make sure there's nothing left to either see or loot. And then, what is this? Oh, okay, well, it's because my chat log is not... Goddamn. Are you serious right now? Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's save and then let's head to the basement. Hopefully we don't find like the World of Warcraft dude out of South Park chilling down there. Okay, passed the athletics check. I wonder what would have happened if we'd failed that check. I'm intrigued. Alright, let's pick the lock. 90%, we can do this.
I am helpful, am I
Yes.
not?
Yes, you are, certainly. It's 3 separate items, okay. Oh, okay.
The bottles actually disappear when you pick them up. Nice. Nice. Attention to detail. Fyllemen Frulliatros. What a name. The elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of the basement shaking.
Marauders, bandits, scavengers.
Yeah, makes sense. We're all those things and much more. Before you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Please calm down. No one's going to rob you. Fyllemen Frulliatros. The gnome peers at you.
Who do you think dressed? You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me the nightmare's over? No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back.
The gnome notices Woljif and his round face turns scarlet. His rounded face turns scarlet.
Yo, Woljif, the dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure.
Gnome seems just settled slightly.
My name's Fyllemen Frulliatros. I was the owner of the shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it.
Come off it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery?
Do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I left. The watch was very keen to get their hands on those Thieflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Galarian, so of course I did everything they said. And I've been stuck in this basement since then. The golem wouldn't move away from the door.
What a troll.
No matter how much I yelled at it. But then I thought that it was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guard and caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence.
Tell me about the Thieflings that have visited Ancientries and Wonders recently.
Why would I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the city guard or the Eagle Watch.
Chief, if he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. Okay. We're gonna save again. I'm gonna try and pass these checks. Okay, let's bluff. Okay, succeeded.
So they haven't got the Thieflings? I thought the city's finest were on the job and
the gnome sighs.
You can't rely on anyone.
Ask your questions then if it's so important. Tell me about Woljif. He's right here, bro. Fyllemen face wrinkles in distaste.
Woljif Jeffto? Right. Yes, I've known him a long time, though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the moon and abyss. I'd chase him out, but he'd just slink back in again. If he was with that gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet anything he swiped the moon.
How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed all of us, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it returned too, you get me? I don't like the idea of other people's grubby mitts on it. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling.
A red-haired tiefling, I suppose, yes. There was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person with modest means, I could tell by his clothes, but he asked me to show him an Aasimar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked at. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak, like he was freezing. But that's all I have.
That's it. With that description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief. Back to Sister Karis may we go, to have a good long shifty at all my brothers, and put all these clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't going to wriggle out of this one. Tell me about the tiefling woman. I'm tired of you, die. Is that the only way out of this conversation? Other than asking about the woman? That's hilarious.
A tiefling woman? Yes, I remember now. A noble lady. Unlike the tiefling ruffians we have around here, she purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come again. If only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank.
I found out... I'm tired of you, die. I should say that. He doesn't have a portrait, though, so...
if it isn't enough to help you catch the thieves, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now be on your way and leave me in peace with my wreck of a shop.
So the golem just sat on the door and like trapped him down here. It was like, alright. Alright, let's skedoodle skedaddle. So our prime suspect is the middle-aged tiefling, the red hair, I guess. Although I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the noble woman has something to do with this, just because it's unexpected, and so you must always expect the unexpected. Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say she's probably involved in this somehow, whoever she is. Alright, let's save again and let's try this out. Now, I suspect there's more to this than meets the eye, because this door being unopenable and they don't want you approaching it, there's something going on back there. So in this chest here, there's a chest here, but there's a chest here as well. I suspect that we're going to find what we are looking for in that chest. And how we extricate it without blowing this whole place up is the mystery. I could be wrong. Karasme drums her fingers nervously on the handle of her blade. Well, are you going to tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon and... the name and the moon of the abyss that they stole? I don't need anything else. Remind me, what are you accusing Woljif of? Okay, I'm accusing him of ratting us out to Irabeth, of stealing our loot, the moon of the abyss, an expensive amulet that could have fed us all year. That's enough to get him sent to see his relatives on the farm. Woljif talked about that. Okay. Take a good look at the suspects. The tieflings are tense and... Okay, so they were suspects. So there are two red-haired dudes. Okay. He did say that some of them dye their hair. So we don't know if it's a natural redhead. The only redheads are Melrune and Doffy. So these two, I'm guessing. The dark-skinned tieflings are Varnir, Doffy, and Melrune. Doffy, Melrune, and Tavi have straight horns, but Tavi is a female. Only Varnir and Melrune have... Oh god, I don't remember. Okay, let's do this.
Let us press on.
What are the attributes of the tiefling? Red hair tiefling, green cloak. Dark-skinned, red-haired, straight horns. So dark-skinned, red hair, straight horns, green cloak. Yeah, so dark-skinned, red hair, straight horns, green cloak. Let's take a look at them again. So, red-haired Melrune and Doffy, okay. Dark-skinned Doffy and Melrune, okay. Doffy and Melrune have straight horns. Tavi only, okay. Melrune, so Melrune it is. So, so the green cloak is the one that narrows it down, because they match everything else, right? Redheads, Melrune Doffy. Dark-skinned, Melrune Doffy. Straight horns, Melrune Doffy. And green cloak is Melrune Doffy. Okay, I'm ready to give a name. Let's just accuse somebody random. Oh, let's accuse... Oh, okay, no. Just want to be absolutely sure. Okay, Melrune. Okay. Melrune. You'll pay for this. Oteal and Hepthamira. Are they really gonna... Okay. Looks like he got sent to the farm. Grab him. Take him away. Grab him. Take him away for quest. Is he alive? Sister Karasme. Karasme looks weary, but her earlier tension is clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss. And the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Irabeth so he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and that he'd link off to meet up with his customer. You got the moon of the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hand. if only for a second. He said he got to the window display, but the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you gonna do now? Clear out of this place. The sooner the better. The city is dying. I don't want to die with it. The city would have died already if not for the people who stood up to defend it with weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city, but we've always been outsiders here. Why should we fight for you now? Can I join the family? Karasme bursts out laughing. That's all you want. You can have your pick of the non-tiefling gangs. You've no need to tread on our territory. The family is for tieflings only, no exceptions. What are you going to do to the traitor? Karasme nonchalantly picks at her nails with her knife tip. He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on the farm, to think about what he did. Any more questions? It would be awesome if there was actually a farm and she was actually legitimately sending all these unwanted tieflings or tieflings that betray the organization to some farm to actually live out the rest of their days. I would love for that to be a thing. You're like wandering around the world and then you stumble into a location called the farm and it's just full of tieflings. Good decision. I don't plan to hang around long either. Karasme turns to leave. Sister, Woljif nervously bites his lip. His cheeks are flushed and his tail is swishing through the air. You forgot something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised to apologize to me loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? That. Karasme shrugs indifferently. So sorry, I suppose. For being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time, that cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Woljif. Alright. Yes, it passed. Alright, succeeded at diplomacy check. Karasme's eyes harden, but then she sighs. Alright, fine. I'm sorry, Woljif. Let's part on good terms. Now apologize to me as well. When you falsely accused my ally, you accused me too. Damn it. Don't push it. Good luck to both of you. I don't know if I want to reload and try that until I succeed the check. I may just do that and just cut that out. Woljif watches her go, his tail relaxing. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief, when you've got a spare minute, come see me. I have something I want to discuss with you. But for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building above is ready to crash down on our heads. So I decided to cut all my attempts at passing that check out, and we're going to jump right to the success. Okay, so we did a little bit better. So succeeded at intimidate check. A flurry of emotions pass across Karasme's face. When she finally opens her mouth, the words trickle out slowly, like each one is a struggle. And I'm sorry to you, too. And to make it up to you, here. She pulls a key from her pocket and tosses it to you. And now I'm leaving. Thiefling's vault key. Wow. She's giving us... Damn. That's generous. Thank you, Karasme. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Woljif watches her go, his tail relaxing. You made some serious impression on her. I've never seen Sister Karasme back down before. Listen, Chief, when you've got a spare minute, come see me. I have something I want to discuss with you. But for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building above us is ready to crash down on our heads. Sounds like a plan, Woljif. But let's first take these tieflings for everything they've got. Although, I would rather not use the key here, honestly. Pick the lock 0%. What? Excuse me? Excuse
me?
Oh. Well, okay, so we lost the
Every
EXP.
trap might be treasure.
We lost the EXP for the, picking the lock. I guess we gained... How much EXP did we gain for... okay, 30. think a lockpick was lower than that, so that's fine. Alright, let's loot. Fork tongue. They got anything cool in here? Unidentified ring, cool. What is this? Jade? What do we got? Unidentified ring. Still unidentified, okay, so it's beyond our capabilities to identify. That's
Press on.
probably a good sign. Let's skedoodle. We are done with the tieflings. The thieflings. The tieflings. Alright, cool. We're done there. Let's go to... Let us head to... Well, let's head back to Defender's Heart. RQ, and then drop off... Oh. Okay, well, that's new. Enemies in the city? Enemies are scouring the city. I was wondering, I thought... I mean, I remember... Oh, okay. What is this? Bandits? Marauders? Marauders. Only 2 of them. But this is not easy, so, I mean, whatever. Oh, okay, well. Did somebody die? Oh my god, Are you serious right now, man? Did that...
This is how it feels.
Okay. Well, maybe we... Good god, what the hell? Okay, so first order of business, split my party up. Right? Second order of business, this dude goes down first. Let's move these guys away from each other. Woljif, you go straight. Sela, you can take the... You can actually take the hit, that's fine. Let's move these dudes. Okay. Everybody onto the alchemist. Please kill him, please. Please, please. Please, one more hit, one more. Uno más. One more hit. Okay, she's aimed at land. Ugh. Come on.
I'll cut you wide open.
Exploded. Shooting into melee. Character Sela shoots at enemy. Oh, Sela is need to switch her back to melee. So I need to switch her to melee. He's melee. He's a doggo. He is ranged, and he is melee. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I mean, this is... I don't know. Somebody should be using this. I don't... Like, Radiance is okay. Maybe I give this to... Well, he's gonna be a tank, so no. Nah.
Lead on.
If we get somebody else, we'll give Marching Terror to them. For now, we're just gonna leave it as it is. Alright. Alright. Okay. Talk to Woljif. Okay, I guess we do that at the end. Yes, please. And then, let's... Man... I don't want to rest. I mean, no. Because there's an achievement for not resting
Godspeed.
a certain number of times. I think it's 75 or something, but I think I'll feel a lot better once I am out of the running for that achievement. Before, crossbow. Wait. Oh, counterfeit. Okay, studded leather, light, blah blah blah. Nothing too awesome. Deal. Let's see this. Ring of sharp spikes. Whenever the wearer of this ring shoots an enemy engaged in melee combat and hits, the enemy suffers a... Ooh, that is strong. That is going to be... So that essentially buffs my... Whoever's tanking. So I'm absolutely gonna equip that on Lan. Okay. Although I've heard that Lan is actually a pretty garbage tier companion later on, so I'm not looking forward to the day that I have to drop him from my roster. Okay. What do we got? We needed to talk to Woljif. Is he still downstairs? Let's talk to Irabeth first and let her know that we've effectively removed the Thieflings from... Okay, she doesn't care. Alright, well, fuck me, I guess. Lan. You don't belong in my party. Actually, no, I think I overreacted. Overreacted, did you? If you say so. Well, okay, whatever. Where is...
We march ahead.
Woljif? Oh, yeah, he's back here. He is back here. Yes, Woljif.
Look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
Oh no, you are a thief. Woljif, what did you do?
That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Did you really have the amulet
Since
this
that
whole
night,
time?
Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was
Damn,
dealing
Lord.
with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that. Do you really not remember it? Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fyllemen, the owner of the Ancientries and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin.
Jesus Christ, my PS5 controller is going insane. Give me 1 second. That is weird. Okay. Yeah, so this guy, you're a piece of work, aren't you, Woljif? Alright, you've been searched by the guards. How do you manage to hide the amulet? Ooh, maybe we don't want to know that. Maybe we don't want to know that.
Thieves have their ways.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That is what I thought. It was in your butt. Okay, why didn't you give the amulet to Charisme right away? Why did you? Okay.
What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Irabeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the Thieflings. And they never appreciated me anyway.
So, one of the things about this guy, I know I haven't really... we skipped all the dialogue. I read it all, but I haven't posted the video yet. So this guy has joined like 10 different groups, Woljif, and the Thieflings are just his latest group. Well, my party is his latest group. The Thieflings are the latest group that he's betrayed and left, so I'm fully expecting this guy to... I mean, I guess this is probably going to be his redemption arc. He's like,
Why,
this is the party that he finally
It's
sticks with or
expensive,
something.
pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it.
So, and yeah, the other thing about it is he talked about his grandmother. He was born, you know, his parents basically dumped him on his grandma, and then his grandma was pretty abusive. She didn't take care of him, didn't feed him, and
She was always nicer when she had a
he
few drinks in
abandoned her.
so
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up.
Yeah, that's nice. So it sounds like she did have some redeeming
She couldn't
qualities.
wait until I grew up. She
never
squandered my
mind.
inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fyllemen's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders.
Rip in pepperoni. So, Okay, yeah, it isn't usually... You don't normally hear grandmas going down that path. I mean, grandpas, okay, maybe, but grandmother, really?
I've been going to Fyllemen's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
So I'm a little worried about the choices here because I've been going with the with the good choices for this guy, but my concern is that he is going to start mistrusting me or distrusting me. I'm just going to keep going with them because I'm just going to role play being the goody two-shoes, and in the hopes that he can be turned.
Friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove, Sister Charisme used to say that us Thieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing, and I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should.
Alright, Woljif, I mean, if, you know, do what you think is
Whatever
best.
you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables.
Alright.
So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Okay. Well, what does that mean? He can... Are you really gonna... I'm gonna ask him... Well, no. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Not yet. I kind of do, because we just talked to him. Okay, we're gonna talk. As if I could. There are demons and dangers around every corner. The tiefling stops short. Don't worry, Chief. I'll work off my debt, honestly. I won't stab you in the back or go on the run with your money. And if you buy my wares, I won't have to leave at all. Alright, so let's see. Look, Chief, the tieflings have all the best things. Okay. Poisonous dart. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of expensive stuff here. Wands... Cold iron star knife. Okay, no, so there isn't too much stuff here. Again, 5 bonus when used to pick locks. Okay. Is there anything like really stand out? Doesn't look like it. Not really. Okay, whatever. Well, thank you. Thanks, Woljif. Thank you. That was interesting. Just going to see. Okay, we'll talk later. Let me see this. And then we are done.
I will guide us.
Alright, that is going to be it from me, folks. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all in the next episode. And that's going to be it from me, boys and girls. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. And don't forget to hit that bell notification on your way out. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Razor Fiend, signing out.